Hey guys, my name is Gabby and thank you so much for tuning into this week's True Talk. This is going to be part 3 of our True Talk True Love series, so if you haven't seen parts 1 or 2 yet, you should go check them out. I will leave links for them down in the description below. And with that being said, let's just go ahead and jump right into the video. So the theme verses for this True Talk has been Matthew 22, 37 through 39, which says, Jesus replied, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like it, love your neighbor as yourself." So the last couple weeks we've been talking about what it's like to love ourselves as God loves us. So now we have to talk about what is it like to love our neighbor as ourselves now that we know how to love ourselves. Well, first Jesus tells us that we have to love the Lord our God with all of our heart, all of our soul, and all of our mind. That's the first thing that we have to work on, and then we can work on loving our neighbor as ourselves. Well, how do we do that? And the answer seems really simple. It's following the golden rule is pretty much all we need to base that off of, which I'm pretty sure you've heard multiple times your parents tell you when you were younger, do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And well, that's actually biblical. In Matthew 7 verse 12, Jesus tells us, "So in everything, do to others what you would have them do to you, for this sums up the law and the prophets." That seems so simple, right? Well, it's not, because it goes against what our human nature wants. Our human nature wants to put ourselves first, make sure that our feelings are preserved, make sure that our needs are met before others, but that's not what we're supposed to be doing. We're supposed to be putting others above ourselves and loving others. And if we truly loved others, then we wouldn't want them to be lower than us. We wouldn't want to make them feel worse. We would want to make sure that their needs are met, things such as that. And so most of the time though, we base our actions on something that's going to benefit us, something that's going to make our lives better, something that's going to make us happy, and we neglect what's going to actually be better for those around us. So let's say for example that two people are up for the same job. Well, most of us would, think, well, let me just make sure that I do my job right and do it well, and we both have the same qualifications for this job, so it could be either one of us. It's a toss-up, so let me just make sure that my performance is good. But what else do we tend to add into that? Well, it couldn't hurt if I maybe, talk down a little bit about my competition because, I gotta make myself look better and I really need this job. And that's where our issue lies, is we need to remember that we need to make sure that that's going to benefit people. And is talking down about somebody, is making somebody look worse than you, first of all, it doesn't really help you out. Yes, it makes you look better, but why don't you just perform in a way that is just going to make yourself look good? If you're performing in a way that is so good, you don't need to make somebody else look worse than you. So if your performance is good enough, if your performance is awesome, if you are making sure that you're doing everything well, doing everything right, doing everything above and beyond, you don't need to make somebody look worse than you because you are doing the best that you can. So that's what we have to remember, is that we need to also put other needs above ourselves. Is that going to help that person to be negative? Yeah, it might help you. It might make it easier for you to get that job, but is that going to benefit them in any way? No. So we need to remember to put their needs also. Yes, they might be your competition, they might be who you're up against or whatever, but it doesn't mean we need to hurt somebody, and it doesn't mean that we need to make anybody feel less than ourselves. So that is the challenge for you and I this week. Let's see if we can put somebody else first, and let's see how that can not only affect them in a positive way, but also affect us, because it's gonna come back around in a positive way when we put that out there. So that was part 3 of this True Talk, True Love series. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel, and also let me know what you would like to talk about in some future True Talks, some topics you'd like to talk about, and also let me know if you have any questions. Put them down in the comments below and I will do my best to answer them, and to answer them to the best of my ability. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that you guys have a great week, and I will see you next time. Bye!